Most people think the difference between someone who dies broke and someone who builds wealth from nothing is opportunity, or luck, or who they know. But psychology keeps pointing to something far less comfortable to hear. The difference is almost never circumstance. It's the conversation happening inside their head that nobody else can see. Here's what that conversation actually sounds like. The person who stays stuck thinks in seasons they can feel. They need this week to be better than last week. They need today to feel like progress. The moment life gets uncomfortable, boring, or slow, their mind reads it as a signal that something is wrong. So they adjust, they quit, they find relief. And they call it self-awareness. The person who builds from zero thinks in seasons they can't feel yet. They've trained themselves, sometimes through pain, sometimes through pure stubbornness, to live in discomfort without interpreting it as failure. They work through the boring quarter. They survive the humiliating beginning. They stay in the room when nothing is happening yet, because they've decided that nothing happening yet is still part of the process. That's not a work ethic difference. That's a psychological difference. And it goes deeper. The person building from nothing has done something most people psychologically resist. They've separated who they are from where they currently stand. They can be broke without thinking like someone who is permanently broke. They can be unknown without believing they will die unknown. Their identity lives in the future they're constructing, not the present they're surviving. This matters more than most people realize because psychology is clear on one thing: your behavior will always follow your identity. Change what you believe you are, and your decisions begin to change without force. Then there's how they handle not knowing. Wealth from zero almost always requires a moment where you step into something uncertain. A business with no guaranteed customers, a skill with no guaranteed payoff, a bet on yourself with no guaranteed return. Most people wait at that edge for certainty that never comes. Quiet builders cross the edge first and figure out the landing on the way down, not because they love risk, but because they've learned that the discomfort of uncertainty is temporary and the cost of permanent hesitation is far worse. They also learn differently. They don't read and then act. They act and then understand. Every failure teaches them something a course never could. Every mistake tightens their judgment. They build competence the way it was always meant to be built, through repetition, not preparation. And here's the piece that makes people uncomfortable. Many of the people who build real wealth from nothing are not primarily motivated by the dream. They are motivated by the memory, the embarrassment of not having enough, the silence when they couldn't answer a financial question, the feeling of depending on someone else's decision about their survival. That pain becomes fuel that praise could never match. Applause fades. Humiliation doesn't. And for some people, that stored discomfort becomes the most consistent motivator they've ever had. Getting rich from nothing is not a financial story first. It's a psychological one. The money is just what happens when the mindset has been tested long enough. So the real question isn't, how do I make more money? It's, what am I still believing about myself that would make me quit before it arrives? If this kind of thinking challenges you, subscribe. We go deeper here than most channels are willing to go.